in, branded in the kitchen with David later this year. But right now, something brand new from our friends at Sharp Shark. Now, ordinarily, Sharp Shark indicates a sharpening device. Today, we're talking about a sharp value.
That's right.
That's exactly what we're doing. Chef Rick Roman is back with us. Hey, buddy.
David, good to see you.
Good to have you back, pal. These are extraordinary. A lot of you have seen silicone mats in the cooking stores.
That's right.
And you usually buy them individually because they are super expensive.
That's right.
We're going to offer you a set of 5 of varying sizes, all made in this silicone type material. This is going to eliminate the need for parchment paper in your house, probably for good.
Yeah, David, absolutely. You know what? All the finest bakers in Europe use this silicone. They have been for years. I had my restaurant. This is what we used. And I just want you to realize, David, take a hold of that. This is super durable, food-grade silicone. That's good up to 480 degrees in the oven. And it's going to absolutely change your entertaining
or tear?
and baking. No, you can't tear it. It is so durable. Now, here's the thing, David. You just said it. Instead of using parchment paper, now, what I love about this set is most of the time you just said you have to buy one piece at a time in the store, maybe the square one. We're giving you this set, so I'm going to start off right here. Every cake you make, imagine now during the holidays, not having to cut that annoying parchment round and waste the scraps. This is perfectly sized for all your 9-inch bake pans. It's a little less than 9 inches, about 8 inches. And now your cakes will evenly cook on the bottom, but not stick to the pan. So whether you're doing cakes, pies, you name it, you have the round.
How do I wash him once he's dirty?
This is dishwasher safe or in the sink with warm soapy water. Now, here's the other thing I love about it. So much different. You know, you might have non-stick cookware, but the problem with that is if you do something like a brittle, even that, how do you get that up off the cookie tray? With silicone, you can actually pick it up and watch how literally it just peels. And I mean, David, peels away from the brittle. So if you're doing all those wonderful holiday barks, candies, things like that, this makes it so much easier to do all those baking things in the oven. And it keeps your sheet pan clean, or if you have an old one that you don't want to cook on, this protects your food from touching it.
Well, exactly. And you're going to love that we give you all the pieces you need right out of the gate. Now, that's a set of 5. So I'm getting 2 of the, one of the large, is that right?
Correct, one of the large. That's our half sheet pan.
Then we've got the medium.
The cookie sheet, we call it.
Then we've got like the toaster oven sheet pan size, and then 2 9-inch cake rounds for 5 total pieces. This is red, most popular. I also have it for you in purple. Here's your blue. Beside the blue is the green. Then I've got it for you in brown. And then finally we have brown's most limited, and finally we have it for you in the aqua. Now, how about those Mamie's pies that you just bought?
Yeah, David.
In the thousands.
That would cook perfectly. Now, I just want to show you right behind me. We have a toaster oven. Now, you know, you might have different size toaster oven. I love the 2 different sizes we give you. Again, we give you that smaller bake sheet size, which is going to fit into a smaller toaster oven. Here we did open face sandwiches, and I just want to show you. These are actually cheese on the bottom. I put cheese, and look how it peels right off.
Nothing sticking.
This is a Parmesan breaded cheese. Look how I let it overflow there.
I have a question for you.
Yeah,
I see what you're doing there with the tray.
Sure.
Could I put one of these on the rack in my oven and put a pizza on it?
I'm so glad you asked. So if you have the large one in your large oven and you don't have a cookie sheet for your Oster or your smaller convection oven, put it down. You could bake cookies, pizzas, croissants, you know, right on it instead of a cookie sheet.
And then you wouldn't have that dripping down onto the bottom of the tray with the cheese and whatnot, and the cheese would just peel away.
That's right.
These are super smart, and the price on these is unbelievable. $23.50, 700 of these are gone. Please utilize our regular ordering number at 1-800-345-1515 or automated ordering at 1-800-345-1212. We realize we are busy, but we will get to you. Please be patient. We also know that there are some challenges and some slowing on QVC.com, but we have a whole team of people working on it right now. So just hang in there with us.
So David, think about how many times you tried to cut the perfect circle out of a piece of parchment paper. First of all, it's annoying. I mean, it's hard to do. You wind up throwing out the scraps. You're buying parchment paper all the time. Every time you go to bake a cake, you've got that preset round. So you don't have to worry about it, David. And again, what I love about the silicone and why they love it in Europe and all those great bakers use it is because you still get the nice even browning, and this simply pulls away from the cake and the pan. So it's super easy. Now, here's another thing. When you're not baking, I'd just like to show you some other uses.
And right before we get that, I just want to remind you of colors and say 1,400 sets are now gone. You get a large, a medium, and a small. The small is designed for your toaster ovens, right? 2 9-inch cake rounds. You get all 5 pieces. Red is most popular. Then I have it for you in purple. From purple, we go to blue. Then to green. If you want that brown, I have fewer than 2,000. That's my most limited. And then I have on the end aqua. Aqua is also very popular.
Almost Carolina blue. Close, not quite. No, that's a little. All right, I stretched it.
It's a little down the road and across the way, but it is Close.
Now, David, here's another great thing. When you're not using them for baking, I love these because I use them for other things. If you have a cutting board, you know, it slides around the countertop.
Oh, yeah.
I take one of the smaller mats, I put it down.
Keeps it from skidding.
And now it won't skid. Next to my grill. How many times have you put your utensils down on the side of the grill and you get barbecue sauce, hot sauce, and you're scrubbing the side of the grill? I put this right next to my grill so it can put the utensils. Now, I want to come down here, David.
You know what would even be even smarter?
Yeah.
Put an old beat-up tray underneath that and then put your utensils in it. Then you can carry them all inside at once.
Carry them all inside. Yeah, so it saves you time, and aside from all the things it lets you do baking. So over here, baking. Listen, this is the time of year where we're baking a lot. How about jelly rolls, strudels? You know, rolling out the dough, right? So you can roll your dough right on the sill pad. But then,
how about a pumpkin roll for Thanksgiving?
Exactly. But remember when the dough gets soft and you try to grab it with your hands and it tears? Here's what I love about it. You can actually grab this because it's flexible and then simply use the sill pad, the silicone mat, pardon me, to roll up the roll. Now look at this. Here's the other great thing. David, you can now actually take this right to your cookie sheet, put that into the oven, and bake it right on the mat.
Right on it, because again, this will withstand heat up to what temperature?
480 degrees.
480.
Yeah, now over here are those Mamie pies.
3,500 gone in this presentation.
David, look, again, everything you bake on the Sharp Shark silicone mat is going to give you that even browning, okay? Perfectly cooked.
These are the Mamie's pies.
Mamie's pies, and by the way, those are delicious.
And in case you're wondering, those are the strawberry ones. Yeah, yeah. Excuse me.
You're gonna steal one? Here's another thing I love to do. I love to use the larger size here in a 9x13 baker because then it gives me those handles so I can actually lift my food right out of the baking dish. It's just a different way to bake and cook because these are flexible, and what's great about them, after they lose their heat, they come out of the oven, they don't hold the heat, so you can grab them.
Things don't keep baking.
Exactly, and then again, if you're doing croissants, if you're doing bark.
Let me ask my friend Chris Prime something.
Look at this.
Hey, Chris Prime, you're a baker. Did you ever bake on silicone mats back in the day?
No, not back in the day, now.
But now you bake on them?
Yes.
And wishing you had them back in the day?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll tell you, Dave, there's no better way to bake than silicone mats, and it not only saves you time and cleanup, it makes it easier in the kitchen.
4,300 sets are gone.
Yep.
We are very, very busy. I want you to think ahead to all your autumn and holiday baking and get a couple sets, because at this price, you might as well.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got Squirrel Brand coming up, so it's great to see you back.
Good to see you. Thanks.
Nice to have you here.
Thanks.
Stay on the line for your Sharp Shark silicone baking mats. And as I say, if you do a lot of baking and cooking, you might want to get 2 sets today. You bet. Time for another one day only, and already 500 of these are gone since we started our show. Stacy has been talking